Law 12. Use selective honesty and generosity to disarm your victim. One sincere and honest move will cover over dozens of dishonest ones. Open-hearted gestures of honesty and generosity brings down the guard of even the most suspicious of people. Once your selective honesty opens a hole in their armor, you can deceive and manipulate them at will. A timely gift, a Trojan horse, will serve the same purpose. Honesty and generosity is a great tool you can use on certain occasions. You can easily use honesty and generosity in your deception. A central part of deception is distraction. An act of kindness, generosity, or honesty is often the most powerful form of distraction. By using distractions, you lower people's suspicion of you. Gives you the time and space to do something they won't notice. I will give you a story example from this book. It comes from Victor LUSTIG, who is a con artist. Victor LUSTIG paid a visit to a guy called Al Capone. This guy is one of the most feared gangsters at the time. Victor LUSTIG promised that if Al Capone gave him $50,000, he would double it within 60 days. Al Capone agreed and gave him the money. Victor LUSTIG put the money in the bank box instead of trying to double the money. The $50,000 was left there, untouched. 2 months later, he returned to Al Capone. Victor LUSTIG told Al Capone that he has failed to double the money. Al Capone slowly stood up in anger and was ready to throw him in the river. But Victor then took the $50,000 out of the pockets and placed it on the desk. He apologized for not being able to double the money, but was able to get his money back. That's what he told him. Al Capone was surprised and believed that he was honest. He gave him $5,000 too, hoping for all his troubles. Victor LUSTIG left with the money, realized this. He has been after for the $5,000 all along. What you can learn from this is selective honesty. Victor LUSTIG knew selective honesty many times, but with Al Capone, he went a step further. Capone spent a lot of his life mistrusting others. No one around him is honest and generous, so that made it exhausting and depressing for him. A man like Capone yearns for an honest and generous gesture. Victor LUSTIG used selective honesty to disarm Capone because it was so unexpected. Do not shy away from using this law on the Capones of the world. A well-timed gesture of honesty or generosity can make you have the most brutal and cynical beast eating out of your hand. Alright, time to read a quote from Victor LUSTIG himself. Everything turns grey when I don't have at least one mark on the horizon. Life then seems empty and depressing. I cannot understand honest men. They lead desperate lives full of boredom. It's best to use selective honesty on your first encounter with someone. This is because first impressions can last a long time. If a person believes you are honest at the start of a relationship, it takes a lot to convince them otherwise. This will give you a lot of room to work with. But keep in mind, a single act of honesty is usually not enough. What is required is a reputation for honesty, which means you need to show a series of honest acts. Once you establish its reputation, it will be hard to shake off. Remember that playing on people's emotions and using acts of kindness can turn an Al Capone into a gullible child. But this must be done with caution. If people see through it, their disappointed feelings of gratitude will return to hatred and distrust. Be careful and do not play with fire. Image: the Trojan horse. Your guile is hidden inside a magnificent gift that proves irresistible to your opponent. The walls open. Once inside, wreak havoc. Reversal: when you have a history of deceit behind you, this law will not work. Your honesty, generosity, and kindness will not fool people. It will serve no purpose at all, because people already know what you're up to. In that case, embrace your reputation for dishonesty, and show your cards. Tactics like these make it impossible to figure out your real deception from the fake ones. Overt deceptiveness will sometimes cover your tracks, and can make you mad for the honesty of your dishonesty. Overall, using honesty, generosity, and kindness can lower people's suspicion and make them trust you more. Use these tools wisely. Leave a like and subscribe if this video provided value to you. Links are in the description if you want to get the book. Thanks for watching. Just like always, fulfill your purpose, and farewell.